Welcome to GSCOINS, where we explore the hidden value of rare and collectible coins. Today, we're diving into the history, design, and current market value of the 1967 Australian 10-cent coin. If you have one of these coins in your collection or pocket change, you might be curious about how much it's worth today. Stay with us as we uncover the fascinating details of this coin and whether it holds any significant value in the numismatic world. History of the 1967 Australian 10-cent coin. The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia transitioned to decimal currency, replacing the former shillings and pence system. The 1967 edition was minted just 1 year after this major change, making it one of the earliest 10-cent coins in Australian history. While not as rare as the inaugural 1966 issue, the 1967 10-cent coin still holds historical significance as part of Australia's early decimal coinage. It was produced in large quantities to support the transition from the old currency system. Design and composition of the 1967 Australian 10-cent coin. The 1967 Australian 10-cent coin features a design that has remained largely unchanged since its introduction. Obverse, front, a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This is the first decimal portrait used on Australian coins, and it was featured until 1984. Reverse, back. The famous lyrebird, designed by Stuart Devlin. The lyrebird is known for its remarkable ability to mimic sounds and is a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife. Composition. Made of copper nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel, giving it a silver appearance. Weight, 11.3 grams, diameter, 23.6 millimeters, edge, milled mintage and rarity. The 1967 10-cent coin was produced in large numbers, making it a relatively common coin in circulated condition. However, uncirculated examples, proof versions, or coins with minting errors can be more valuable to collectors. Although it is not considered rare in standard circulated grades, the 1967 10-cent coin is still collected due to its early place in Australia's decimal history. Current market value of the 1967 Australian 10-cent coin. The value of a 1967 Australian 10-cent coin depends on its condition and whether it has any notable mint errors. Below is a general price guide. Circulated condition, $100 to $200. Uncirculated condition, MS60 to MS64. $200 to $500 high-grade mint state, MS65 or higher, 1,000 to 3,000 proof versions, 5,000 or more error coins. Some error coins, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or die cracks, can sell for $5,000 to $8,000 plus depending on rarity. Should you keep your 1967 Australian 10-cent coin? If your 1967 10-cent coin is in circulated condition, it is mostly worth face value. However, if it is in pristine uncirculated condition or has an error, it could be worth more. Collectors often seek out early decimal coins, so holding on to a high-grade example might be a good idea. Conclusion. The 1967 Australian 10-cent coin is a fascinating piece of history from the early days of Australia's decimal currency. While common in circulated grades, it still holds interest for collectors, especially in higher grades or with rare errors. Next up, the 1980 Australian 10-cent coin. If you have this coin in your collection or pocket change, you might be wondering how much it's worth in today's market. Let's dive into the history, design, rarity, and current value of the 1980 Australian 10-cent coin. History of the 1980 Australian 10-cent coin. The 10-cent coin was first introduced in Australia in 1966 when the country adopted the decimal currency system. By 1980, the coin had already been in circulation for 14 years, but its design and composition remained unchanged. The 1980 issue is considered a common year for the 10-cent coin, though some high-grade examples or error coins can still hold collector interest. Design and specifications. The 1980 Australian 10-cent coin features a design that has remained mostly unchanged since its introduction. Obverse, front. A portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. This portrait was used on Australian coins from 1966 to 1984. Reverse, back. The famous lyrebird, designed by Stuart Devlin. The lyrebird is known for its impressive ability to mimic sounds and represents Australia's unique wildlife. Composition: copper-nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Weight: 5.65 grams. Diameter: 23.6 millimeters. Edge: milled mintage and rarity. The 1980 10-cent coin was minted in large numbers, with over 61 million coins produced that year. Because of this high mintage, it is generally not considered rare. However, high-grade uncirculated examples, proof coins, and error coins can still hold some collector value. Current market value of the 1980 Australian 10-cent coin. The value of a 1980 Australian 10-cent coin depends on its condition and whether it has any errors. Below is a general price guide. Circulated condition. Face value, $900 to around $1,500. Uncirculated condition, MS-60 to MS-64. $1,600 to $2,100. High-grade mint state, MS-65 or higher. $10 to $25, proof. Versions, $4,000 or more. Error coins. Some rare errors, such as off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or die cracks, can be worth anywhere from $4,000 to $7,000, plus, depending on the type of error. Should you keep your 1980 Australian 10-cent coin? If your 1980 10-cent coin is in regular circulated condition, it is mostly worth face value. However, if you find a high-grade uncirculated coin or one with a minting error, it could be worth more to collectors. Conclusion. The 1980 Australian 10-cent coin is a common coin from Australia's decimal currency era, but that doesn't mean it has no value. While circulated coins are generally worth only face value, uncirculated or error coins can fetch a higher price in the numismatic market. Next up, the 2011 Australian 10-cent coin. If you have this coin in your collection or pocket change, you might be wondering how much it's worth in today's market. Let's dive into the history, design, rarity, and current value of the 2011 Australian 10-cent coin. History of the 2011 Australian 10-cent coin. The Australian 10-cent coin has been in circulation since 1966, when Australia adopted decimal currency. Over the years, the design has remained mostly the same, featuring the iconic lyrebird on the reverse. The 2011 issue was part of the ongoing production of 10-cent coins, though the mintage for this year was lower compared to some other years, making it slightly more interesting to collectors. Design and specifications. The 2011 Australian 10-cent coin follows the same design standard that has been in place for decades. Obverse, front. A portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was introduced in 1999 and was used on Australian coins until 2018. Reverse, back. The lyrebird, an iconic Australian bird known for its incredible ability to mimic sounds, designed by Stuart Devlin. Composition: copper-nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Weight: 5.65 grams. Diameter: 23.6 millimeters. Edge: milled montage and rarity. The 2011 Australian 10-cent coin had a relatively low mintage of 18.2 million compared to other years. While this doesn't make it rare, it does make uncirculated and high-grade specimens more desirable to collectors. Current market value of the 2011 Australian 10-cent coin. The value of a 2011 Australian 10-cent coin depends on its condition. Below is a general price guide. circulated condition. Face value $100 to around $200. Uncirculated condition MS60 to MS64, $130 to $200. High-grade mint state, MS65 or higher, $300 to $450. Proof versions, $650 or more. Error coins. Some rare errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or clipped planchets, can be worth $600 to $750, plus depending on rarity. Should you keep your 2011 Australian 10-cent coin? If your 2011 10-cent coin is in regular circulated condition, it is worth about face value. However, if you have an uncirculated version or an error coin, it could be worth more to collectors. Keeping high-grade examples in protective holders can help preserve their value. Conclusion. The 2011 Australian 10-cent coin is a modern decimal coin that, while common in circulation, holds some potential value in high grades or with errors. If you have one in mint condition, it might be worth setting aside as part of your collection. Next up, the 2017 Australian 10-cent coin. If you've come across this coin in your pocket change or collection, you might be wondering how much it's worth in today's market. Let's explore its history, design, rarity, and current value. History of the 2017 Australian 10-cent coin. The 10-cent coin has been part of Australia's decimal currency system since 1966. Over the years, the design has remained mostly unchanged, featuring the iconic lyrebird on the reverse. The 2017 issue is a more recent circulation coin, and while it may not be considered rare, uncirculated and high-grade examples can be sought after by collectors. Design and specifications. The 2017 Australian 10-cent coin follows the standard design that has been used for decades. Obverse, front, a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was first introduced in 1999 and was used on Australian coins until 2018. Reverse, back, the lyrebird, an Australian bird known for its unique ability to mimic sounds, designed by Stuart Devlin. Composition, copper-nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Weight, 5.65 grams, diameter, 23.6 millimeters, edge, milled mintage, and rarity. The 2017 Australian 10-cent coin had a mintage of 19.5 million, making it a relatively common year. While circulated examples are easy to find, uncirculated and proof versions can be more valuable to collectors. Current market value of the 2017 Australian 10-cent coin. The value of a 2017 Australian 10-cent coin depends on its condition. Below is a general price guide. Circulated condition. Face value $10 to around $50. Uncirculated condition. MS60 to MS64, $30 to $40. High-grade mint state. MS65 or higher, $50 to $70. Proof. Versions, $70 or more. Error coins. Certain errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or clipped planchets, can be worth $50 to $80 plus, depending on rarity. Should you keep your 2017 Australian 10-cent coin? If your 2017 10-cent coin is in regular circulated condition, it is worth about face value. However, if you have an uncirculated version or an error coin, it could be worth more to collectors. Keeping high-grade examples in protective holders can help preserve their value. Conclusion. The 2017 Australian 10-cent coin is a modern decimal coin that, while common in circulation, holds potential value in uncirculated or error forms. If you come across one in pristine condition, it might be worth holding on to as part of your collection. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coin value updates. Let us know in the comments if you have a 2017 Australian 10-cent coin in your collection. Happy collecting!